Right, lads and ladies. Today we're running through Forex Factory. What is a Forex Factory? Is just where we get our fundamental data. Fundamental data is just a fancy word for news or news trade. So when you pull up Forex Factory, it's really good for news. That's all you use it for. And these bits of information, don't ever use it for these. I've never even clicked into this. See what it's looking like together. Ah, yeah, nah, a bit dirty. It's cool the way it has the times that the folders are going to come out down the bottom though, but not dirt. So when we're looking at Forex Factory, we're looking for news events. So when we break down news events, we have certain news events and they're identified by different color folders. Red is your most important, and they will have the biggest impact in the market. Orange, slightly less important, usually housing stuff like that. Slightly less impact in the market. Yellow, realistically, very not important at all. Grays are bank holidays. And then you can toggle on and off whichever ones that you want to see, whichever ones you don't want to see. But I just have everything toggled on, and then I just have the important ones, which is your red and your grey, because you don't want to be trading on a bank holiday when the volume is low, and you don't want to be trading around news events. Why? Because you're dangerous game to play. Over here we have your currencies. You have whatever currencies that you may trade. If you trade CAD, if you trade the Aussie dollar, franc, krona, whatever it may be, yen, Kiwi dollar, whichever ones you want to trade, or whichever ones you do trade, or whichever ones you want the information about, tick those. I just have the dollar on. I do usually have these two on as well, just for GJ, and then apply filter, and then I'll give you all the information every day, date, time, what Wall Street think the estimates are going to come out as. Yeah, the yellow really aren't that important. See, it's just a lot of noise. See, when you have a lot, like see how many yellow and orange folders there are there. It's just a lot of noise that you don't really need on your screen. 100%. If you want to have a look at them, understand, click into this little folder here, and it'll break down everything for you. But I'm going to turn it off now because we don't need to know the yellow ones and the orange ones. Just know that they work in less importance. And then apply filter, and then bang. So yeah, when you have the important ones, stuff that we need to see, like your CPI, which is your interest, which is your inflation data. You have your claimant count, which is your for the GBP. So it has your currency here, and then it has your claimant count, which is just your labor data. And we're talking about fundamentals, talking about news, it's very important. Like we are talking about in the interest rate video, your fundamental analysis that you want to focus on is your labor data and your inflation data. Why? Because they both work hand in hand, and that's the balancing act that we were talking about in the last video. Click into the little folder here, it will tell you everything between it. Like, so if we go to something interesting here now for a minute, go unemployment claims for the dollar. What does it measure? The source is the Department of Labor Statistics. We have, what does it measure? The number of individuals who filed for unemployment insurance for the first time during the last week. The actual less than forecast is good for currency. It's giving you what you need to look out for. Right there, clean, plain. Now, understand that it doesn't work all the time. It's not, oh, well, this is after coming out less. So that's good for currency. Also, anything with the dollar is going to shoot and euro USD is going to shoot down and GU is going to shoot down. And it's not really how it works. It may be very anticlimactic. You may even not get a effect off it like at all. What else have we got? Down here, you have just a little, like the Forex Factory. I like the Forex, what's it called? Baby Pips. What fuck it called, man? Anyway, this is your sessions. What is it called? This is a better one to use now, I think. Baby Pips time zones. This is a better one to use, I think. But that's completely up to you. It gives you a proper, clear visual of when the overlap is when you want to be trading. Why? Because that's when there's more volume on the market. What else we got? Yeah, your two different types of data and how to filter them out. It's really not that difficult to use. It's really kind of very simple. It's kind of self-explanatory, like, but just so if you're taking notes, the red folders are the most important, the orange slightly less important, yellow I wouldn't even consider them. Know what they are, but you don't really need to consider them. They don't really move the market, so it's just kind of noise that you don't need. The greys are important because they're bank holidays. The inflation data that you're looking for, sorry, the fundamental data that you're looking for when we're looking at news events is your inflationary data, which is your PCE, your CPI, your PPE, and your labor data will be your unemployment claims, your claimant count, and there's another one. I think we only had it there last week, actually. Yeah, NFP. NFP is most important. How did I forget that one? NFP is most important. Have a look at this so you know what this one is. NFP is a change of the number of employed people during the previous month, excluding the farming industry. Why do we care how many people are employed in the last month? Because as we spoke about in the interest rate video, that the more people that are employed, the more people that are getting paid, the more money that's going around the economy, the more money that's going around the economy, the more money that people are spending. That means inflation is going up, and inflation goes up too quick, you're going to go into hyperinflation and you're fucked. But if it goes down too slow, you're going to go into recession and you're fucked. So you kind of have to keep the balance in that, like we were talking about before. But that's why the labor data is important, because it's not just how many people are working or how many people file for insurance. When we say file for insurance, we mean unemployment claims, like if you're on like benefits over in the US. And again, that's a very important number to understand, because if that increases and keeps increases and increasing over time, over a few months, then that's going to have a big impact on everything, on the US as a whole. So it's important that you keep your eye out. Again, don't dwell on it too much. Know about it, understand it, and decide what way you want to trade. Some people don't trade fundamentals at all. Some people just trade technicals. But the issue with just trading technicals is that if you only trade technical analysis, well then, and you don't know fundamental, you don't know NFP is going to come out first Friday every month. But then if you're in a trade the first Friday of every month and you don't know that the fundamentals are coming out, bang, stop loss, bang, blown account, bang, slippage. It's good to have the information about everything that's going on in the markets at all times. I'm going to pop up now a photo at the end of this video, and just gives a better understanding of how you should trade around the news events. That's it. It's very self-explanatory, very simple, very easy to understand, and I will catch you in the next video.